All right, everybody. Hello and welcome to today's live stream. I'm very happy to be back after the weekend and back again with Stardew Valley. It feels like it's been forever since I played this nice little game. So, effectively, unfortunately, last Saturday, I had posted up a poll earlier in the week to see what I was going to play on Saturday, and I unfortunately had to cancel my stream because of some issues that came up. But today, went in to take a look at what was going on, and just before the stream started, we had the winner of Stardew Valley here. So hooray! I honestly don't remember what day it is in Stardew here, because it's been a really long time since I've played. Unfortunately, I just have not had time to play this game nearly as much as I would have liked to. But I'm here now, so there we go. One thing that I can do is that I know that it's almost the end of fall, which is nice. So that means it's almost time for the Spirits Eve festival. And it also means that I can basically just pick all of my crops without any worries because everything's going to be ready, essentially. So I just pick everything real quick, or at least most of them. But yeah, for those of you who aren't aware, Stardew Valley is a game. It was actually made by just one guy. Single developer game, just like quite a few actually. There's a lot of single developer games going on right now. And in this particular case, I always describe it as a cross between Animal Crossing and Harvest Moon, because you've got the idea of raising animals, growing crops, and then the social aspect like you do in Animal Crossing of getting to know your neighbors, learning about them, even potentially getting married and all this good stuff. So I really like the game. It's a lot of fun. It's really adorable, and it's just a fun overall chill experience. And that's part of why I was excited to be able to play it today, just because the last few weeks have been really tough for me, and exceedingly crazy busy. So I'm glad to be able to just relax at least a little bit, essentially. So yeah, I hope that everybody is doing well overall. Like I said, I'm doing pretty good, so that's nice. Go me. But yeah, it's been a crazy few weeks, unfortunately. And worse yet, stuff hasn't really calmed down yet. I've been working an awful lot for reasonably good reasons, or at least I think they're reasonably good. It's because I need money. But yeah, I hope that you all had good weekends and that your lives are not as busy as mine are, at least. But I've gotten some cool stuff going on here. So this is my farm. This is actually I've known several people. My girlfriend, for example, has played through, I think, like 2 or 3 years of this game at least. I'm still in my second year because I've essentially exclusively played this game on live streams. So that's why there's like not much to show here. Or that's why I don't make a whole lot of progress, like day in, day out type of thing. And between every playthrough that I do, at least online. So let's go ahead and do this. Now, as you can see, I am reasonably advanced in this game. I've got a lot of stuff set up here. I've got all of my animals out and about, running around. I've got all of these crazy truffles just laying around because, you know, that's what I do. I just leave my truffles on the ground like a boss. That's just how I roll, homies. Oh my god, it's Tommy! Tommy is here. I have not seen you in like forever, Tommy. That's crazy. Oh, that's right. Early voting is up and running for anybody who lives in a early voting community and whatnot. It's very exciting. I'm glad that you went out and voted, Rev. We need people to vote. Far too few people end up actually voting, and it's really depressing. So I'm glad to hear that. That's very exciting. His name is not Timmy, it's Tommy. It says so right in his name. You all are terrible. But look, it's Marathon. Hey, Marathon and TH. Great to see you two as always. Hope that things are going well. I just want to make certain that I've got all of my seeds ready to go. Looks like I do. So one thing I did is I essentially have like a spring, summer, and fall seed storage solution, effectively. That's what all that stuff is. I do remember Steve. I have not seen Steve in quite a while. Wait, the festival? Apparently there's a festival today? Nobody told me. Rev is supposed to tell me when there's a festival going on. Rev, why are you dropping the ball like that, homie? I assume it's Spirit's Eve. Yeah, it is. It's Spirit's Eve. Also known as, it really wants to be Halloween, but we can't say that. I wonder if Krobus ever comes out. Krobus is cute. I want to hang out with him more. One thing I definitely can't do is go and do stuff in the Skull Caverns. I might do it later today, though. So yeah, just talking a little bit about this game. It's actually, what's a good way to put it? It is. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. This is a game that is almost surprisingly extensive. It's a game that you don't expect to be as deep as it is. You don't expect it to have nearly as many features and craziness going on as it does. Not to mention, even on a most basic level, the actual storyline for the game is really, really big and deep. You're essentially, at the beginning at least, you're fighting against the big evil corporation. God dang it, you stupid thing. You're growing yams. Even though it's pointless to have those signs up now. Doesn't matter. Anyway, the initial overarching story is fighting against the evil corporation because the corporations are all corporation-y and they're bad. So effectively that's what you end up doing initially, and after you complete that quest, then there's all sorts of things that you can do regarding growing up your area, your farm, expanding out what you can do, what you can grow, getting all sorts of different animals, again, interacting with the characters, and getting a lot of different opportunities to learn about the characters themselves and what they do and how they work and their backgrounds. So there is just a lot to this game. And again, I've not even played through an entire playthrough, as they say, because technically 2 years is the overall playthrough for this game. But it's crazy how much there is to this and how much I've yet to see. So I've really been enjoying it. And again, it's a nice little relaxing game for anybody who's looking for one. Incidentally, I just noticed before I started playing that the Steam Halloween sale started. So I'm very, very sad with that because I can't buy anything. And I want, like, all the things. I have a big wish list that I got an email that said like 12 of the items on my wish list are on sale. And I was like, God dang it. I don't want that. Oh, nice. Yay, school term ending. That's good. Well, I hope that you did well in your classes, Tommy, Timmy, Tony. Whatever we're calling you collectively now. Either way, we respect you. It's like hardcore respect. You tell people that it's a farming sim. I mean, and that's the weird thing, right? It's one of these games that it's so many things. You can't simply describe it in one way. You can't simply say it's a farming sim. You can't simply say that it's a villager social sim or a collection sim. You have to say it's all of those things because it really is. And I mean, for the price that it is, it's a really good deal. So go out and buy it if you haven't done so. And make sure that you grow quality sides like I do. Because, you know, that's how I roll, homies. I actually don't think these pumpkins are going to make it, unfortunately. But we're going to try. We'll see how that goes. Okay. I mean, a B- isn't too bad, at least. It's good. You got a... Why did you get a $25 gift card from your orthodontist? I want my doctors to give me free stuff. That's not fair. I pay them enough. Like, do you have any idea how much money I paid the guy who fixed my ankle? I'm just saying, he needs to give back to the community a little bit. The community meaning Danny. Here, have an orange. This is my wifey. She's my bae. Her name is Maru. She's adorable. But that's great. Congrats. Congrats, Tommy, Tony, Timmy. I'm glad to hear that that everything went at least reasonably well in your classes. And like one thing that I'm very proud of doing right now, or that I'm working towards right now in the game, is getting the getting my farm specced out a little bit better, so to speak. So better isolating my farming area from my animal husbandry area. And then like up here, I've got a bunch of trees that I'm going to be able to put taps on to collect maple syrup, oak resin, and I don't remember the other thing. But yeah, I'm going to be able to do all that. Well, I mean, I am a doctor, but I'm like, some people would argue I'm not a real doctor. So it doesn't really count. And besides, I don't have patience, so I can't give money back to people because I have no one to whom I can give money to. Wait, what? What? Orthodontists give you reward points? That's crazy. Oh wait, Marnie, I think you need this. No, there's a quest. Oh, never mind. There's not a quest. I must have already done that quest. Because I remember I had a quest. Oh, geez, honor student, yeah. Well, and I imagine if you're on cross country, then especially if you start dipping in your academics, then they make you get off the team, right? I mean, that's typically how it works. I don't know if that's how it works at your school. But, yeah, I mean, especially if you're doing chem honors, that can be pretty crazy. Ah! Uh-oh. Something happened. Sorry. I don't know what just occurred. I think somebody must have sat on the remote or something like that. But, yeah. Hang on one second, you guys. I know that the game is still on, but the problem is I can't see it right now. Because something is going weird with the TV. And I don't know what it is. The TV real quick. Is my game paused? I can't tell. I think I just paused the game, or at least I hope I paused it. Because again, I can't see it! I don't know what I'm doing! Okay, let me see here. This is really weird. What's happening? Okay. go. Okay, that's better. That was very strange. Sorry again about that. I'm back, though. And now I can actually see what I'm doing. Hooray! Let me see if the sound works. The sound doesn't work, but that's not a huge deal. Will this let me head to the quarry? It will. I'm not going to. I need to sell stuff. Check my Steam account? I can't check my Steam account. Welcome back. Thank you. Thank you, Marathon, for welcoming me back. Nobody else welcomed me back. I'm just saying, I was gone for like 10 years. I was basically Rip Van Danny. Nobody even bothered to say hello or goodbye or nothing. Y'all be rude. Hashtag rude boy. Incidentally, I thought about doing this, doing today as a, what's called, as like a Halloween thing, but then I realized that I don't want you guys scaring me and make me play Five Nights at Freddy's, because y'all are jerks, and that's exactly what you would do. Because that's what you did last year, and I will be having none of it. You were gone so long you forgot about me. That's just rude. In the words of Rihanna, rude boy, etc., something, shut up. I'm not talking to any of you anymore. Y'all are on my list. I hope you know that. You just made the list. It's a devastating list. And I don't mean devastatingly handsome. Like yours truly. Yeah, I remember I got it kind of on a whim because I think it was the Steam summer sale and it was only like $3 or whatever. So I picked up a copy, but man, I hate that game so much. I really, really do. I got it specifically because it was around Halloween. I assume that's why it was on sale as well. But God, I do not like that game. It's the same jump scare constantly. It's and that's really all it is. It's just the jump scare. I mean, it's got a little bit more to it because, you know, there is some, like, strategically you are doing something and you are playing a game, but at the same time it's mostly all about the jump scare. No non-jump scares. I don't know. I can't be Iggy. What do you all want from me? I'm Danny, not Iggy. I overpaid by about $2.99. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Ooh, I got a thing. Somebody sent a thing. It was probably Rev. Rev probably sent a thing. What is it? What is it? What is it? Nice. Aw, thank you so much, Rev. That's awesome. So, Rev got me a copy of Niche, or Niche. Niche? Niche. The genetics survival game. When I first saw it, I immediately put it on my list because it reminded me of Spore, but like a good version of Spore. And the idea is that you grow and evolve and survive in the wilderness type of thing. So that's really fun. Thank you so much, Rev. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It seems like it'll be a really cool game. Look at that. I already got the Rare Crow. What else do they have? Anything good? That's it? Man. Whatever. That's lame. Look, they caught Papyrus and Sans. Why is there no pumpkin ale? Bro, I have killed more of those things than you've ever seen in your life. I want an iridium-infused mace. Mouthful of blackberries. It is quite spooky. Well, yeah, you were saying that that's what you used your orthodontist money on, right? Timmy Tommy Tony. Oh, pumpkin. Maru, no! My love! I must go find my love. Move it, non-woves. I'm gonna talk to you though, cause you're cool. I gotta go in the spooky maze, cause it's spooky. My love, you're safe. Really? Aren't you like a super genius? You should be able to do this on your own. Why can't I take that jack-o'-lantern? Aw, Harvey is just confused and scared. Aww, Harvey's adorable. All right, take care, Timmy, Tommy, Tony. Two-sided die, flip a coin. One-sided. I'm the DM and I said so. I love it. That is very true. It's very, very true. What is this? I'm gonna go inside the spooky. Why can't I go inside the spooky? Oh, that sucks, Rev. I'm sorry. I hate when that happens. I remember that happened to an old DM of mine. He set up like this really fancy encounter with like a unique monster that he had built himself, and we ended up like basically socialing it down, and he was just like, God dang it. I mean, to his credit, he was good about it, and he was like, okay, cool, you know, you guys beat it, fair and squaresies. It's not a dead end, there's a line here, bro. Y'all just not too intelligent. My girl Maru should be able to figure this out, but she's scared. I got the pumpkin! I don't know what it does, but I got it. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why D&D tends to be so much fun, is that you can have weird random stuff like that. It's frustrating because it's like, I spent so much time on that encounter and then you guys beat it in 2 minutes or whatever, but I mean that it's part of the player and GM DM experience. Like it's part of the fun of the game in the end. At least that's my opinion. I don't know if anybody agrees. The pumpkin, I know the pumpkin does nothing. The idea is just that you get it and then you have it. I didn't see the wizard. Did anybody see the wizard? He should be somewhere. I'm too scared. Nobody likes you, Haley. Wizard man, ¿dónde está? ¿Dónde está, wizard man? Oh, yeah? Zombies tend to be... in D&D, they do tend to be a little bit more endurance-y than people expect sometimes. They're crazy. He's off with the short dude smoking a pipe. Isn't there a way to get this to end like properly? Normally there's like somebody that you talk to and then it says like, "Oh, are you ready to stop?" I think I spoke to everybody. You see, I don't think I talked to the little kid that's down here. Vincent. Mother won't let me go into the maze. That's what you sound like. That's what you sound like. It sounds like you have a British accent. I didn't talk to Emily, I don't think. Well, that's actually pretty cool. Jack-o'-lanterns are awesome. So I guess that's everybody. Your arm hurts. I'm sorry your arm hurts. Why does your arm hurt? Go eat food and take Advil. I need to eat food. I'm hungry. I've not had any noms. Well, I mean, I had noms. But it was like normal noms. It wasn't like real noms. I'm going to sell the Great Pumpkin. It's valuable but has no other purpose. Aw, it's a pumpkin just like me. I'm valuable but have no purpose. Aw. I love it when vegetables remind me of myself. You got Pan-Asian food? Oh, man. Dang, homie. Look at me selling all my farming goods like a boss. Look at that golden pumpkin only worth $2,500. Psh, look at all that stuff. Look at all them pumpkins that I'm selling like a boss. See, that's how you make money on pumpkins. Oh, birth control. I imagine that hurts. But yeah, so you got like the, what's it called? The subcutaneous, I guess. Sub-Q birth control stuff. It's pretty nifty. I know it lasts for years. It's the way to go for sure. I would assume. I mean, I'm not a woman. I don't know if you guys could tell, but just so you're aware. Here, let me make a bunch of this. So the meals are really nice to give away to people, and it's also really helpful for you to have if you go into the mines or in the skull caverns. So the mines and the skull caverns in this game are, what is this? Ooh, fried calamari, nice. The mines and the skull caverns are where you go to collect minerals of all different sorts. So, yeah, that's the fun there. The mines are the first place that you can go to, and then you unlock the ability to go to the skull caverns essentially after you complete the mines, is effectively how it works. So, unfortunately, I've got to pick all of these because it's the last day of fall, which is very fun, and that means that you guys get to see winter. So, hooray! I'm going to see about leaving my my sprinklers and stuff in place. I believe I'll be able to. It's unfortunate because I won't get to harvest any more eggplant, and essentially whatever's not available now, I won't get to harvest at all. The nice thing about fall is that it has a lot of goods or a lot of vegetables that give multiple harvests throughout the season. So you only have to plant it once, and then it grows and grows and grows. Hey, look, pumpkin! Score! Yeah, these guys aren't done. Boo! I was hoping that they would all be finished. You don't assume my gender. Well, thank you for not assuming my gender. I appreciate that. Okay, let's do this. Stop trying to eat it. God, my character is so fat. No wonder he's like me. All he wants to do is eat. Ooh, look at all that wine. Indeed, winter is coming. It's on the way. All right, I got to sell stuff here. I want to keep at least some stuff around for... Look at all them cranberries. It's ridiculous. So I mentioned before, one of the things I like to do is to keep some food around for the purpose of going into the mines and stuff. So that's essentially what I'm doing. And I also want to be able to, I want to save some stuff for cooking as well. So I can make sure that I've got that available. She's my cherry wine. Could drink a wine is such a sweet surprise. Tastes so good, make a grown man cry. Sweet cherry wine. Yow! Starfruit wine is the best. Just FYI. It's the one that sells for the most. Therefore, it is the best. Look at all my stuff bubbling away. So these casks are how you can age certain materials. So you can age cheeses and wines and a couple of other different things so that they become more valuable. They become better quality, just like wine and cheeses do. Oh, man, I'm making myself hungry. Y'all need to stop making me make myself hungry. No, Martha Wynn, no wine. You can't have any. There is none. Okay, maybe you can have a little. I don't know. I don't know what you can and can't have. I'm not your dad or your mom or in any way related to you. Eat what you want. You're an adult. Maybe. I don't even know if you're an adult. Eat what you want. I don't care. Just don't tell your parents that I told you to eat whatever you want. Don't do that. That's bad. I'm going to take these fleurs. My fleurs. Yeah, I've heard about that, Rev, that the that so-called wine experts can't tell the difference between like a white wine that is dyed red versus the same white wine left as a white wine. And they say that they taste completely differently. And same thing, if you give them two red wines that are actually the same, then they can't actually tell that they are identical. It's pretty hilarious. Or at least I find it hilarious personally. All right, so we're going to head over to the desert now where the Skull Caverns are. The Skull Caverns are really fun. This is where you can get pretty much any materials that you could possibly want. Primarily minerals, so this is where you get gems and jewels, diamonds, jade, all that good stuff. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to rearrange these a little bit for when I go in. I've got my bombs because bombs are really helpful for clearing stuff out. You'll see what I'm talking about there in just a little bit. Now, part of the problem is I mentioned earlier I don't have sound, and one of the enemies in the caverns announces itself with a very specific sound. So I'm going to have to be, or try to be quick on my reflexes. Not sure how well that's going to go. So when I was talking about bombs, this is what I was talking about. You essentially just place it, run away, and then boom, it clears out all the rocks. So it makes it much faster. It doesn't take any energy. It's just way easier to deal with. And effectively what I'm trying to find are just staircases that lead down. I really don't want to waste so many bombs this early. One of the things is that the Skull Caverns, as far as I know, are limitless, whereas the mines have specific endpoints and like sort of stop points, where you reach an elevator, and it's like, okay, you reach the elevator, go you, and it acts kind of like a save point. Skull Caverns don't have that, but as you go deeper and deeper, the rewards get better and better here in the caverns. It's like, see, that's some jade right there. What you want to look for are rocks that are shiny, like this one, because that's iron. Wait, what's happening? Ooh, scotch? Wait, why are we talking about scotch now? I'm confused. Liquor tastes the way it should. As in, good liquor or expensive liquor tastes like it's more expensive. It tastes like... Ah, see, that's what I was talking about. So those are the dudes that announce themselves with a sound, and I can't hear the sound, unfortunately. Ah! Because the sound went belly up when the TV went all wonkers on me. Hopefully that doesn't happen too many more times. It's funny. You guys talk about distillation. Guess what? I was helping somebody with chemistry, and we were talking all about distillation. It was fun. Distillation as a concept is actually pretty cool for those of you who don't know. Essentially, you're taking advantage of the fact that you have different heats of vaporization in a mixture of liquids. That's really all it is. Oh, prismatic shard! Say what? So prismatic shard is like the most valuable and useful mineral in the game. Stop trying to go fishing, weirdo. The prismatic shard, it's the only thing in the game that is loved by everybody as a gift, and so it counts to more friendship points and all sorts of other craziness. Hey, you gave me a bomb. That was generous. But yeah, so this is one of my, I mean, for me personally, this is my favorite aspect of Stardew, is doing this exploration, diggy hole type of stuff. I really like this. I know people who really prefer the farming aspect, which I do enjoy as well. I mean, I like the idea of having a well-maintained and well-designed, laid-out farm. You saw how mine was, and it's not terrible. It's not the best, but it's okay. Really? Really? Oh, jeez. Sweet zombie Jesus. Away, demons. Ha-ha. Well, that was brutal. Right. Layeth the bombs down. Get it? It's like layeth the smackdown, but they're bombs. Whatever. I'm funny. You guys just don't understand art. It's not my fault. Go, like, read a book. In the words of that weird guy from Freakazoid, read a book. Good scotch, rum, can be deconstructed. So I know that gin is famous for being very very flavor-centric or flavor differential with different qualities of the gin itself. Rum, I've heard a little bit of the same thing. Vodka, definitely, I've heard that. But in general, vodka you can distill yourself and make it a little bit better. Incidentally, you just boil it, and then you collect the condensate. Just FYI. For you nerds out there. Oh, Irish whiskey. It's interesting. Most people I know who drink whiskey prefer Irish whiskey as opposed to Scotch whiskey. My dad being chief amongst them. I remember once we were on vacation and we went to a whiskey distillery, and my dad, he was ecstatic because he finally found out why he didn't like Scotch, and essentially it's because of how the distillation works. Where for Scotch they tend to use wood burning heat. Or that's how they obtain their heat, is through actual log burning. So some of the flavoring from the smoke gets into the Scotch. And that's what my dad doesn't like. Whereas with Irish whiskey, they don't do that. Fun fact. I don't know how true that is, but I know the place that we went to, that's what they described. I mean, Jameson is always the go-to Irish. For sure. Diamond! Like diamonds in the sky. Ha-boop, beep, beep, ba-doo. I told you guys I'm Rihanna. I don't know if you remember. Or is it Lucy in the Sky with diamonds? Ooh, so many choices. I'm kind of weirded out. I haven't seen any mummies. So normally these rooms, like the ones that look like this with all the like the sand block walls and stuff, normally these are occupied by mummies. There we go. One. I don't know if it's worth it. I'll go ahead and bomb it. I really don't think that was worth it, but still. Aha! I see you! Ha-ha! You are no match for my kung fu. Ah! That one tried, but failed. Ha-ha! Again, my kung fu. I'm basically Kung Fu Panda. In real life, I should say. In the game, I'm more like... Does the character from Dig Dug have a name? If it does, that's who I'm like in the game. Probably does have a name, but I just don't know it. No. No! Away, demon! His name is Doug. Doug the Dig Dug guy. I approve that message. One of my best friends is named Doug. I have to tell him that. I have to be like, did you know that you're named after a video game character? He blows up monsters and digs through soil. How does that make you feel, sir? It's funny because he's a neurobiologist. Or neuroscientist, technically. I don't know what his title would be, technically. I actually don't know what he does now. I think he works for a company. He went corporate, so that means he's actually making money instead of just making tears, which is kind of what I'm about. Just FYI. Dang, look at all them mummies. So the thing that we want to do here is try to group them all together so that when we use a bomb, it can destroy them all. Go away, demon. Away. Go away. Doing this without sound is kind of surreal. I feel strange. Cute patty mayonnaise. Oh, because Doug. Gotcha. See, I understand. I understand. I'll be honest, though. I never actually watched Doug. But that's because I didn't have Nickelodeon when I was a kid. I actually don't even have it now. I don't think. I don't remember. I don't know what TV shows I get. Or TV channels I get. Because I don't use it. I'm a modern millennial. I am the very model of a modern millennial. I've no information because I can just Google it. So, y'all know you love my parody. It's hilarious. I am the very model of a modern major general. I have information, vegetable, animal, and mineral. That's all I know. But it's hilarious. Does this mean that I have to go and watch Doug? Oh, that's one of the special rocks. That's right, they're special rocks. Well, that was kind of lame for a special rock. So those fancy little swirly rocks, they apparently have a higher chance of containing better stuff. I personally don't see it, and my anecdotal evidence is the end-all be-all. Just real quick, I want to take a look at my viewer list here. Make sure I say hi to everybody. Ooh, Apricot Root Fruit. What's up? And Commander Root. Here again. Positivity Bot. Fun. Skinny Seahorse. I love it. Hello to all of you. Skinny Seahorse in particular, I love your name. It's funny. I approve. Positivity Bot. That just sounds like something from Paranoia. If you all are unfamiliar, Paranoia was a, well, technically is, it's an RPG that I played quite a while ago. It was made into a card game as well, where the shtick for it is that you have the master who controls everything. Me out for a little bit, but that's not a huge deal now.